Happy Monday. Welcome to Gathering in the Word. It's March the 9th. Romans 11, 17 to 24. Really long passage. Got to keep my train of thought as I read it, so just kind of keep up with me. Read along. Here we go. But if some of the branches were broken off, because remember last week we looked at the root being holy, the whole branches are holy. But if some of the branches were broken off, and you, being a wild olive, were grafted in among them, and became partaker with them of the rich root of the olive tree, do not be arrogant toward the branches. But if you are arrogant, remember that it is not you who supports the root, but the root supports you. You will say then, branches were broken off so that I might be grafted in. Quite right. They were broken off for their unbelief, but you stand by your faith. Do not be conceited, but fear. For if God did not spare the natural branches, neither will he spare you. Behold, then the kindness and severity of God. To those who fell, severity. But to you, God's kindness, if you continue in his kindness. Otherwise, you also will be cut off. And they also, if they do not continue in their unbelief, will be grafted in. For God is able to graft them in again. For if you were cut off from what is by nature a wild olive tree, and were grafted contrary to nature into a cultivated olive tree, how much more shall those who are the natural branches be grafted into their own olive tree? So, faith to faith, growing faith, faith one step at a time, faith beginning and continuing on. And this week I simply titled the message just to see the tree. So we finished the passage last week with a reference to the dough and a lump and the rest of it being holy and roots. And if the roots are if the first lump of dough is holy or set apart, then the whole lump is. And if the roots are holy, the tree is. And the text comes primarily from Numbers 18. That particular text. So this week we'll see the tree. It's a consideration of what the Old Testament refers to as first fruits. We're to give the best of our first production. See, the reference for us going forward is God offered himself to Abraham's descendants, and they are still special and set apart, and we'll see that we must appreciate what God has chosen even in their rejection of him. He has a plan and a purpose. We are but beneficiaries of God's grace. Whew! See you tomorrow.